saw this place on the Food Network that was doing this kind of candy making, and it stuck in my mind. And then I was dropping out of school, and I was on a motorcycle trip. I was coming back down south. I had gone up to Tennessee and Georgia. I was coming back down south, and I drove by the place, and I remembered it from the Food Network. So I was like, well, I'll stop in and check it out and see what's going on. And so went in there, and the guy was really cool. Talked to him for a while, and then had my resume in my backpack and popped the resume down and said, I want to work for you guys. And when I first started out, it was a matter of just trying to learn the thing. It takes about 3 or 4 months of doing it every day before you can really become competent. There's a lot of variables, and it's kind of an art. Like, people don't really realize, but it's definitely an art, and it's a weird art that doesn't really correlate with like drawing or even sculpting. And you'll see when we make it, the candy acts strange. It's like silly putty. It's a non-Newtonian fluid. So that was kind of the beginning, and then once I started getting a little bit better, we started doing some cool stuff, like the Y-Bang logo for Yahoo. Yahoo Canada's big conference. We made the candy for it. We made the lollipops for Barbie's 50th anniversary. So we shipped this big order to Mattel, and we did stuff for Marriott Hotels, WTAS. I made the big red and white lollipops in the Macy's catalog, I think last year, Christmas Macy's catalog. So there was apparently like some pretty good interest in it. Two like kind of phrases popped into my head when I was doing some soul searching, and one was public displays of confection, which is right there, and the other was rock candy stars, and that's kind of like, I guess, the vision for what I wanted to do with this.
This is an old candy making machine. It's from about the mid 1890s. That's about 110, 120 years old. It was intended for making pillow candy. You would put a rod of semi-molten candy in this edge when it's sort of in the manipulable stage, and it would come through here, be cut by these blades, and there's a second gear within this main gear, both made out of brass or bronze, that would eject the candy. So as you turn this, it would not only cut the candy, but it would eject it without getting stuck. So Wes is bringing techniques that are well in excess of 100 years old here, and I'm tracking down machinery that is. Even his candy cooling table was made on March 31st, 1881, according to the plaque. So that means its 100th and 30th birthday is coming up in less than a month.
And we have a lot of awesome ideas, both Greg and myself, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes. But we're planning on doing this not just a holiday thing, but all year long, and eventually hopefully 365 days.